The Professional Association of Therapeutic Horsemanship International, ensuring excellence and changing lives through equine-assisted activities and therapies. Throughout the world, at PATH International Centers, hundreds of thousands of individuals with special needs experience the rewarding benefits of therapeutic horsemanship facilitated by credentialed professionals. A physical, cognitive, or emotional special need does not limit a person from interacting with horses. In fact, such interactions can prove quite rewarding when conducted properly and safely. We understand learning to appreciate the power of the horse and entrusting the care and well-being of yourself or a loved one may take a leap of trust. That's where the Professional Association of Therapeutic Horsemanship International truly delivers, and why you will come to understand its vital significance.
Excellent as far as the safety. Every rider has a sidewalker, and they do an excellent job. As far as mounting, and as far as throughout the whole course, they do an excellent job. Never had a problem where it was a safety issue at all.
Yeah, they make them wear their helmets, they check them all the time, make sure they're fitted properly, they're weighing the children to make sure that the weight of the child is not, too much for the horse. They have certain rules, like when you go through, they have to, especially when they go in through where the barn is at, they have to have their helmets on at all times, so they can't take them off until, pretty much they're done riding and leaving the arena, so they're totally out of, pretty much the lobby when they can take off the helmet. So.
And also the instructors, you can tell that they are well seasoned. They're very trained, very well trained, and you can tell that a lot of experience, whether riding themselves before they started training, but they're very, very well trained.
PATH International certifies professionals and accredits centers that each year help children and adults with physical, developmental, and emotional challenges find wellness, strength, and independence. The association celebrates ability, optimism, diversity, and a shared love of equines. A nonprofit organization in business since 1969, PATH International is the premier professional association and an international voice for the therapeutic horsemanship industry. The PATH International mission is to promote safety and optimal outcomes for participants in equine-assisted activities and therapies, or EAAT. As a result, PATH International centers and professionals insist upon safety and focus on possibilities. These credentialed professionals and volunteers work closely with participants to offer the utmost safety. This commitment to offering the safest and most productive experience is the reason medical professionals, organizations, and families seek out and trust PATH International credentialed professionals with the well-being of their loved ones.
To me, if I were a parent seeking services for my child, I would absolutely search out a center with certified instructors. I would want the best for my child. I would want somebody who understands my child. I'd want somebody who understands horses and the mechanics of it all, because my child needs special attention.
PATH International member centers in the United States and around the world range from small, one-person programs to large operations with several certified professionals and licensed therapists. And while they vary in size and/or the types of services provided, they all have one thing in common. They voluntarily operate under the direction of the PATH International Standards for Certification and Accreditation. The purpose of these standards is to educate administrators, program directors, credentialed professional program personnel, and the public regarding best practices and procedures followed within the EAAT industry. These detailed, ever-evolving voluntary standards for the EAAT industry include, among a myriad of other topics, health precautions and limitations for participants. We know that is important to you.
PATH International has been around since 1969, so I believe they're the oldest organization in this country that's devoted to equine-assisted activities and therapies. So they have a lot of experience and tried and true practices, what works, what doesn't work. They have programs all over the United States. And when you are involved in one of those programs, whether you're a volunteer, an instructor, a participant, you know that if it's a member center or a premier accredited center, that there are certain minimum standards, which are not really minimum in the sense of their quality, that center has to follow. So if I had a choice of going to a program that was accredited versus one that was not involved in PATH and didn't know about PATH, I would choose a PATH center just because of that accreditation process that the centers have to go through, and the training and the certifications that the various instructors and staff have to go through to ensure they know what they're doing. This field is a lot more complicated than most people understand, and there is a lot of knowledge that we as instructors need to have in order to do this in an appropriate, safe manner.
The PATH International commitment to high-quality, safe, and effective programs has manifested itself by center accreditation and instructor certification, becoming the cornerstones of the organization. PATH International's goals and objectives have continued to place emphasis on the importance of these programs, and its staff, volunteers, and leadership are always working to ensure the standards stay up to date. PATH International Premier Accredited Centers are those that have chosen to go through a peer review process that confirms all of the standards are being followed. Re-accreditation takes place on a regular basis to assure quality control.
Yeah, well, when we came out here, because he is wheelchair bound, before he would actually could stand up, lean over, and hold on to the saddle and load pretty much himself, but there was plenty of people around to help him load. Since then, he broke his hip and now is afraid of loading on the horse in a standing position. So now they have a harness that we can actually pull him up and load him onto the horse. And there's still plenty of people around. It's been tested and the weight's been tested for him, and so we can load him safely, getting him on the horse, and the people who are around him have been trained with the harness and also offloading him as well, because they can't use the harness when they offload him. And just you watch them in action, and it's every step. Okay, did we do this? Yes, that's done, check. Did we do this? Yeah, it's done, check. So it's a very safe environment, and they explain to him what they're going to do at each step of the way, which I think helps him. Without him having short-term memory, he doesn't remember what the next step is. So the explanation of what's coming up is a real beneficial thing for Butch.
It has been said that imitation is the best flattery. As the benefits of EAAT garner more attention and the industry continues to grow, more stables and instructors have begun offering services. They may not choose to take the path we have chosen. When it comes to the safety, health, and recreation for your family, please don't compromise. It is important to know the facts.
So Katie's ridden at 2 other places in the summer, and
they haven't been that good.
Well, so she learned the mechanics of riding, but there just wasn't anything special about those places, and she never really wanted to go back. So we came here looking for something different, and I think it was either the first or second week on the way home, I asked her, how does this compare with your previous place? And she said, I love it. She said, the people here just get kids. And that's what you said. I'll never forget it. And you said they are just so much nicer than anywhere else I've been. So I think that sums it up. I think the focus is on the uniqueness of every child, and focuses on their strengths as well as their challenges.
Ask your local center if they are a member of PATH International or if they have PATH International certified professionals on staff. If not, encourage them to contact us for more information. And if the answer is yes, by all means schedule a visit. Observe some sessions to better familiarize yourself with therapeutic horsemanship. Discover the PATH International difference firsthand. The quality will speak for itself. Looking for the PATH International Center nearest you? Wishing to learn more about therapeutic horsemanship? Please visit pathintl.org to search for centers by city, state, disabilities served, and activities offered.